can.
Speaking of OnlyFans, I need to know how this foot thing went.
Oh my God. Oh, was that one of the stories? Okay, so are we hot?
Yeah, we're hot. We're hot.
Okay, so I have 2 weird stories.
Okay.
So I am an avid user of TikTok, and they're viral videos. That's just how it works, right? You're just on your profile and you see these big, crazy videos. And one of them, for me, was this really disgusting foot mask video.
I seen it.
And I bought it on Instagram. Not Instagram. I bought it on Amazon immediately. I was like, I need this weird foot mask in my life. So the premise is it's like these little booties with some strange chemical in it, and you stick your feet in them, and it's supposed to like shed your foot skin like a snake, like a fucking anaconda. And I was disgusted in this video, but I watched it several times and immediately purchased this mask because it's so gross.
That's how you know it's the
And
good
so
stuff.
it came in the mail, and I'm not going to say the name until I give you results. So next
Okay.
week I'll have results. So today is just
Okay.
the story.
Okay.
Next week will be the results. I'm the
Okay.
guinea pig.
Okay.
So it came in the mail quickly. I put it on. I immediately had regrets. So it's like these plastic booties. They look like socks, and you cut them open, and the serum or whatever it is that's inside of it, and then you tie it up so it doesn't leak, and put socks on and chill for like an hour. It was like, I wouldn't say it was burning, but it was warm and tingly in a concerning way.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing I ever want to like put on myself if it has the word serum in it. Like something about like
Why?
serum just seems so
Oh
like
my God.
I don't know, it just seems like it's gonna be dangerous. You're like, oh, like get the serum and put it on. Like it's like you're curing a fucking poison. Like gotta get the serum for my
It
feet.
definitely cured my feet like a prosciutto, for sure. I think maybe that's the science behind it. Maybe my feet are salamis now. I don't know. So I waited like the hour and a half. I followed the directions. I washed it off. Everything was fine. I didn't notice anything immediately. It looked and felt exactly the same. But today, I would say it's almost 24 hours later. My feet are super dry and I'm very uncomfortable. I'm just very
no.
uncomfortable right now. But I'm curious to see if my feet start peeling in a disgusting way. And I will not be taking any videos or pictures because that's too much.
Okay.
Okay, well,
That's fair.
I'm just glad that like the very first thing that anybody's gonna hear for this minisode is Sushie's story about her feet. Mm-hmm. And so we are here
We aim to please.
starting the week off with a minisode. And
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
In my disgusting life.
thinking about now we're all just thinking about Sushie's like snake feet.
Yep. You're welcome.
What were you gonna say, Sam?
I saw the video because Sushie sent it to you, AJ, and you showed
I
it to
sure
me.
did.
Yeah.
And I was
did.
like, oh, this is absolutely disgusting. We have to do this.
Right. But like, it was so disgusting, I couldn't not do it. You get it, right?
We watched this while waiting in the drive-thru for coffee.
Oh, I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop. I had to finish.
It was such a disgusting video that I was like, I can't live my life not doing this. So worst case scenario, nothing happens and I wasted $20. Best case scenario, I have a really gross story for you next week.
But really pretty feet.
Hopefully.
Best case scenario, you get that OnlyFans going, and you know.
I did tell AJ this could probably be part of our preparation, right? Like we have to de-skin like a reptile and then get pedicures.
Gamer girl, snake skin.
You gotta shed your
skin?
Yeah. You gotta shed your oily, unclean, like man skin and come out with your new woman
Absolutely.
fresh.
Yeah.
Like,
so who
shimmering
wants to
dream
buy my
skin.
gamer girl snake skin?
Oh,
Holla at me. Don't though. That's fucking gross.
So,
oh my God.
Well, it's a great way to start the Monday with buying Sushie's foot skin.
I literally hope no one is eating right now because all I want to talk about is skin flakes.
We got a couple of cool announcements for this week. Maybe.
Oh yeah, AJ, what is that?
Well, one.
What could that be?
One of them, I want to say, if you guys listened to the last full episode, you may have noticed a little something different in the credits theme. An angel, a siren, if you will.
Sweet baby angel.
Wailing about butter. That was Bonnie Dimples. So thank you for singing over our theme song there and adding some.
It was honestly so glorious. I loved it.
I had a hard time picking which one to just throw in the outro there. We might cycle them in and out every now and then. Just spice it up. Make sure you guys listen all the way to the end just to see if it's going to be there or not.
It's like hide and seek.
Yeah.
It's like Where's Waldo?
Yeah, it's hide and seek, but audio.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Just have to wait and see, just like YouTube.
Speaking of YouTube, did you know that I have my own personal channel at youtube.com/simplyaj?
Oh my God, AJ, you make content?
I make content, and that I will be posting a brand new video. I'm going to say the words tomorrow, as in Tuesday. So when you hear this, it's not up yet, unless you're hearing it any other day that's not Monday. Then it's probably already up. But tomorrow, there'll be a brand new video, and hopefully there'll be a brand new video every Tuesday. And they're pretty much video game related. So if you guys like some video game bullshit and you want to hear me ramble on to a camera.
What kind of video game bullshit, AJ?
Just, like some things that I find interesting in my own comedic dumb way. So it's just me talking to myself for 10 minutes or so and making you guys laugh and educating you about video game stuff that I grew up with. So
I don't like this voice anymore.
I don't either. But yeah, so if you guys want to do me a favor and go follow that, then there's also another one that I didn't even think about until just now, but this week is the release of the PlayStation 5.
I know.
Which
I did not get a pre-order.
Oh no, Sushie.
So I can't guarantee that it's coming on the date it comes on. Who knows? If that's the case, it should be arriving on Thursday.
Right.
And if it is arriving on Thursday, theoretically, Demon's Souls should be arriving on Thursday as well. Which, if both of them arrive on Thursday, does that mean if they arrive, can we expect a Sam without a plan?
Wow, you fucked my name up.
I was trying to read at the same time. A Sam without a plan. Fucking PS5 Demon's Souls stream over on twitch.tv. Can we expect that if they arrive?
Yeah, probably not. Because we probably will take a whole ass day to figure out what the fuck is going on it and set it up.
It's a fucking console. You just unplug it and fucking...
Let me just enjoy it.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Enjoy it before I have to share it with the entire Twitch universe.
But you stream so late at night. We're going to enjoy it in the day.
Okay, that's...
I'm talking about if fucking the stars align, god damn it. I'm trying to give you free content.
Okay, yes, I will stream.
Okay, so you guys can maybe expect that. And then Sushie will stream her foot peel.
Yep, Sushie will get her PS5 next year when... pre-orders come
when they're available in stores.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm upset about the controllers because they look ugly. I'm gonna say it.
I like how they look.
They're ugly.
Looks really ugly.
They're fucking
I
ugly.
fucking like that aesthetic, man. I'm all about it.
Really? I don't.
Yeah.
want a black controller. I have never wanted a white controller.
I don't. Okay, so let me tell you why I'm personally upset. So my PlayStation is so old that it's the Destiny bundle, which is the white one. And I hate the way it looks, and I have the white controller with it. It's not my aesthetic. I want all black everything, you know? So now that the new PlayStation's again white, and then it also looks like it has like an Elvis costume on with the collar, I'm extra upset.
Oh my God, it does!
It really does.
It's very like Disco Fever.
Oh, it's so fucking
like
ugly.
a popped collar, like.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna need. All of those modders who hit the fucking Nintendo Switch sticks, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make all these cool little switches." I need y'all to hit the PS5 controller hard so that I can buy your stuff because I think this thing is ugly as shit.
So
yeah,
well, that's the big thing. Is I don't know about the controllers. I'm sure that people do controllers, but. The side casings of the PS5 come off, so you know that people are already going to be making custom ones.
Definitely. It's gonna
so that'll be easy to swap the plates of.
Yeah. I think it's hideous.
Which is nice for people like me who there's 3 PS4s here because I have a problem. And
Oh, one of them's mine.
yeah, but I also had one previous.
Oh, yeah, that's
Technically,
right.
I got rid of a previous one. Yeah, I have a thing with I like different versions of things. So I had the launch PS4. Then eventually I got the Monster Hunter Rathalos PS4, which I think artistically is fucking beautiful. Then I got that limited edition, the 500 million sold. They only made like fucking 100,000 of them. The navy blue clear PS4, and I was like, oh man.
Oh, cool.
So I that's the one I'm using currently. But God, that fucking Iceborne PS4 was gorgeous. But it's also like blue and white, and I like that. So that's like my aesthetic. It's like that like nice like blue and white, which is why I like the PS5 controller so much. I don't have the Iceborne PS4. I would like it. If anyone wants to gift that to me, I got a PO box. Hit me up. Send me that. Send me that PS4.
AJ, you're gonna have to post a foot peeling video for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. You can't just not.
You gotta work.
I don't know how that's gonna work because I got like hair on the top of my feet. Like,
Oh my
God!
God,
Rip my hair out.
You do have hobbit feet, but you did just break your toe recently, so maybe that's like some extra little points.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Watch this fucked up foot get peeled, but in a good way, and everybody's happy.
Someone who wants to see that.
So
It's your episode.
it's my episode. Do we have anything else we want to say before we dive into these fucking stories here? Because
No.
I would like to say that I do not apologize for last minisode and my condom story. I've been getting a lot of flack
that
for
was
it, and I do not apologize.
that was the full episode, not the minisode.
Oh, was that the full episode?
Full episode.
Oh, well, then my bad. I don't
Sam.
apologize.
So,
I
Never
don't
apologize,
I
Sam.
don't.
Never.
I don't
Okay?
not apologize then.
and if you before I read these here again, the usual shout out here. If you have stories, send them to us at contact@everyonesuckshere.com or hit us up on Twitter at ESH Podcast. Or leave a comment if you're listening on YouTube, But everyone else, most people are probably listening on like Spotify and all that stuff. But regardless,
thank
there's
you for
ways,
that.
Yeah. Thank you, whatever you're listening to us on. There's ways to reach us. If you got funny or gross or dumb or weird stories, fucking send them to us and we want to hear them. So speaking of stories.
I definitely do.
We definitely do.
Yes.
If you-
Especially if they have anything to do with Thanksgiving coming up. I want to fucking hear it.
Like maybe
Oh my God.
maybe your brother got a foot peel and put it in the mashed potatoes.
Oh, please.
Let
What?
us know.
All right.
That's gonna be Sushi's story.
And
Okay, I claimed
let's
it. I
take
claimed it.
off.
All
All
right.
foot related stories are now mine.
Oh, no, we're going to have a themed episode now, aren't we?
Yeah.
There it comes in the future.
That's my minisode.
Episode 25. We hit a quarter.
So,
Okay. We ready, AJ?
we are ready.
All right.
Am I the asshole for telling people through the drive-thru to stop wrapping their order?
I legit almost did this one.
What?
I picked it because it's, I'm trying to get some weirdly themed ones. It's different. So, plus, recently, had that Popeyes chicken sandwich for the first time. And this takes place at Popeyes. So it just all seemed perfect.
You
So-
felt at home with it?
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. So it says, I work at the Popeyes drive-thru, and last week I had a customer come in, and he tried wrapping his order. The first thing I heard through the microphone was, "Yo, give me a beat." And
What?
And someone was beatboxing while the other dude tried to make his order. I couldn't understand what he was saying, and 95% of the rap had nothing to do with fast food items. I asked him to repeat it without rapping, and he just started over from the beginning. I asked him nicely to say it normally, and he still continued. So I yelled, "Can you shut the fuck up?" And he stopped and said, "Excuse me, what did you say?" I responded back, "Listen, I can't understand a word you're saying, and I don't want to have to deal with you complaining I got your order wrong. There's 9 cars behind you, and the inside is busy. So now tell me, what do you want so I can move on?" He says his order normally and sounds pissed. Later, when he tried to pick up his food, he tells the man giving him the food that I'm a bitch. Really, though? This is just not cool.
Okay.
So, I think it's funny how they didn't end it with "Am I the asshole?" because they clearly know they're not.
Yeah.
But I had to read the story because I hate these types of people.
I love this story.
Yeah.
I love the story. Leave people at their job alone.
I know.
They're at their fucking job.
You damn well know that this was some fucking idiot with his TikTok going, trying to catch this. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I hope that his TikTok consumes the part where she told him to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because
then the next video is the foot peeling.
And then the next video is your foot peeling. Yeah, I agree. Leave people, especially right now, dude. There's 9 cars behind you. I'm fucking busy. The whole place is. We don't have time for your shit right now. I don't care if you're the customer. Get the fuck out of the way. I've literally had people. While I haven't. I've worked fast food before. I was in charge of the drive-thru. I took orders through the drive-thru. And there's nothing more annoying than somebody trying to be fucking funny through a box. You're not fucking funny. Order your fucking food and move on. Like, we all have jobs to do. My job is to get you food and get you out of the fucking drive-thru. I don't have time for this. I don't get paid nearly enough to put up with this shit.
And let's be real. If you've been through a fucking drive-thru, you understand how bad that audio system is. You really think that, like... I can barely understand. I can barely understand you normally, let alone you fucking out here trying to beatbox and rap to fucking your order. Like,
I read this one last night when I was trying to get my stories together, and I feel so bad for them because, like, my number one complaint working through the drive-thru was dudes in Hemi trucks. They drive up. And their truck engine is so fucking loud that I legit can't. Like, I would have to ask people to turn their vehicles off. I cannot hear you. I can't hear you because your fucking truck is too loud. Yeah.
Wow.
And, but then again, I'm from Georgia. So.
Yeah, everyone fucking out there with their...
I'm from Georgia, so, that's not uncommon. But yeah, I would constantly have to tell people to turn their vehicle off because I can't fucking hear you. I can't imagine if, like, on top of the car engine, I'm having to hear this dude rap.
Yeah, for real.
Like that's got to be the most aggravating day at work ever.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, again, especially with nowadays too, like, these are people who they shouldn't even be having to work at fast food because, everything should be closed because we're still in a pandemic and the virus is, it's worse than it was back in March when everything shut down, which I find fucking astounding that things are open now, but it's literally worse than it's ever been. But these are people who they're there, they're working, they don't want to deal with your shit. You're not funny. Your fucking shitty TikTok video is stupid. Like, I will say, Vine and TikTok, while you can find some funny shit, well, not Vine when it existed, but it basically just became TikTok, where you can find some funny shit on them, it definitely spawned like 10 million more assholes into the world. Yeah. Because it's just 100%, people wanting to get those little bit of like, let me go bug strangers in public. And it's like, man, don't fucking...
Not only that, but not only are you knowingly being annoying, but people are being pushed to their limit because they're at their job. They have to they have to respond in a certain way, and most people do. They try their best, But then you have those people who just cannot take it anymore, and they go fucking off on these customers because they know that they're being assholes to them, and then they end up getting reprimanded because they're customers, and you're supposed to treat them like customers. No, I have so much sympathy for these people. Like, I feel so bad for them.
Food service, like, customer service is like literally the fucking worst. Actually, fun fact, I spoke to Amazon customer service just the other day, like through their text thing or whatever. And while I was typing to them, I literally like put in like a little thing like in a parentheses afterwards. And I just said, hey, just so you know, like, I'm in no way angry, and I appreciate you taking the time to help me with this. I don't feel like people get enough fucking praise for doing this work. And we can all fucking, like, especially with Amazon customer service, it's a lot of these are outsourced jobs. But again, just because it's an outsourced job doesn't mean it's not a shitty job that someone's doing. Like, people get so angry. They're like, oh man, they're fucking, I can't understand them, or, their fucking name is stupid or whatever the fuck. Like, people get so angry and shitty about it, but it's like, they're still doing a job that they have to pretend to be nice to you for. And
There's still a human being
there's
behind
still a
that
human
computer.
being. Yeah, like, and meanwhile, like, you're fucking upset because of oh shit, something's delayed for a week. Oh no, you know,
Yeah.
like it's such a small inconvenience. Which we're all kind of in that boat where it gets annoying when
This
something
whole
gets
like
delayed,
1950s, the customers always right bullshit
it needs
is
to go.
insane.
It's gotta fucking
go
go.
because it's done nothing but spawn entitled assholes.
Yeah,
they use it to the highest degree that they can get away with it, and this is why we end up with so many Karen videos and contact your manager videos, and people just pop out their fucking cell phones really fucking quickly. There's so many videos, and I know I'm wrong for this, but I will watch a bunch of compilations where people publicly freak out, right? And most of them are at food service people. There are people sitting in the drive-thru, and how many times, I can't tell you how many times, like, the food service person will see that they're being recorded and whip out their phone as well and start recording. It's just become this whole thing where it's just people recording each other.
Just like,
It's true.
Like all the world's problems, it's just the fucking fault of the boomers. Just like, in the 1950s at the local car hop when girls came out on their fucking roller skates and they were ready to take your order, and these fucking 1950s greasers started wrapping their orders.
It's all their fault.
All right, so I'm going to say not the asshole.
Definitely not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
It's
God, you deserve a fucking pay raise.
for real. Also, if you haven't had the Popeyes chicken sandwich, it's pretty fucking good.
It really is.
We're
but
not sponsored by
pickles.
Popeyes.
Haven't had it yet.
Not the
But-
pickles though. Take those pickles off.
It's pretty good. I think it's a good sandwich. I mean, it's fast
Why
food
are there
sandwich. but
pickles on it?
They always put pickles on these sandwiches. Like
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A does the same shit. Like almost every place that you get a chicken sandwich at now, it puts like a pickle on it for some reason.
Chick-fil-A, I don't know her.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's just any
That's
place that
hate-filled
does
chicken.
Yeah, any
Yeah.
place that does like
That
chicken.
is some hate-filled chicken.
Yeah. So my relationships here
Ooh.
is dealing with an abusive ex who became extremely successful.
I hate it.
Did I write this?
I hate it.
My ex, male 25, and I, female 25, both work in the same field. My ex was abusive both physically and mentally, but thankfully we are no longer connected. We broke up about 2 years ago and dated for about 2 years as well. I recently found out that he has won world-renowned awards and is doing exceptionally well and far better than myself. It pains me to see someone who has hurt me and others do so well. I know the world isn't fair. The situation is just making me feel terrible. Any advice on how to deal with this? Would really appreciate hearing from others. TLDR, my abusive ex is extremely successful. We work in the same field and I feel terrible. How do I deal with this?
This is a time for witchcraft.
Yeah. This one fucking hurts. That one hurts.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like every woman can relate to this.
I can
in some
definitely
way.
relate to this. It really fucking sucks. I think the best thing I can say, and I don't ever take my own advice, so the best thing I can say is you have to stop comparing yourself to him.
Yeah.
I think that's
Like-
definitely the number one thing, especially because like it's a weird comparison to make too, right? Because I automatically am going to view anyone who is a fucking abuser mentally or emotionally as below me as a human being, right? So like because they're trash, they're
Yeah.
awful human beings.
Yeah.
But for you to compare yourself is for you to lower yourself down to their level. You're already being better than them. You're already better than them as a human being because you're not an abusive asshole. So don't
Right.
like lower
Yeah.
don't lower your own self-worth to try to compare yourself to this
Yeah.
asshole just because they found some success in a fucking field that you're also in. Like I do think that and I'm not saying that this woman was keeping an eye on him, because like if they are in the same field, it's very, very possible that like she's done everything she can to distance herself, but being in the same field, she's going to hear updates or whatever the fuck.
Well, not only
But like, it's just one of those things. Like I think I got a hair in my mouth.
thanks, dogs.
Thanks, dogs. It's one of those things where like you got to try your best just not block them out completely when you're done with it. Like.
So, with an abusive relationship, though, I can understand possibly keeping track in a sense of that. That's a what do you call it? Like a self-care defense.
Right, like knowing where they are.
Knowing where he is, yeah. So I can kind of understand where she's coming from with that. And I'm not going to knock her for that because I've done the same.
Right.
The only thing, God, it's really rough. That's a really rough one.
It really sucks, and it happens so often.
And it happens so often. And I know we say this a lot, but therapy will really fucking help because she needs to get her self-confidence back with that.
Yeah. Right.
Is she, you know, she might be not where she wants to be, but is she doing well? You know, are you good at the job? Do you love your job? You know, though, like I noticed that somebody said success comes in many forms, right? And that's something that you have to be aware of too. You know, like, do you have your education? Did you want it and did you get it? That's a fucking successful move, you know? Are you happy with your life? Did you buy that house that you wanted? That's a successful move.
Yep.
You know, just and just because he's gotten all those fucking awards and been complimented doesn't mean he's fucking happy.
Yeah, that's a big thing too.
That's a big thing. One of the things that makes me happy is knowing that my abusive ex's children are really fucking ugly. So that helps me on my day-to-day life.
Yeah.
So it's the little things.
Yeah.
Bunch of fuggos.
Bunch of fuckos.
Jesus.
And there we go.
There you go.
You smile.
You know, I do understand like the keeping some tabs on like an abusive ex, like because there is always that it's a weird mixture of protection. Also, like there's just a weird, unfortunate, morbid curiosity of, you know, you're wanting, like, it's always that kind of hope that like somebody else maybe have seen them for what they are too, you know.
Yes,
you want to see
yes.
you want to see the castle crumble around them.
Yes.
Absolutely. You want everything to burn down.
You want that vindication.
Yeah, you want that vindication.
That only, like, it only festers in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Because even if they do burn down everything, you're not going to feel better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So but it's human nature to want that, to want to see it.
Absolutely.
To get,
for sure.
To get that vindication. And so like I can understand one thing and just waiting for like that, for them to slip up. But at the same time, it's a dangerous path to go down because you just realize you're focusing so much on this life that
you're focusing on the wrong things.
Yeah, you focus on this life that you don't have to focus on. That's a great thing. And like Sam said, like I think a big part of this is you just needing to ask yourself if you are happy with everything else that you've done and not comparing it to this person. Like, are you happy with your own accomplishments? You know, are you happy in the field that you're in? You know, maybe she, like, not saying she should because he's in it, but like maybe it's a wake up call. Maybe she's not happy being in that field even, you know? But if she is, then that's a whole other thing, you know, like stay in the field, do what you're doing, be happy with what you're doing, and fuck everybody else. Like,
right. Yeah. Because at this point, I know it's difficult because morbid curiosity and also, like Sam said, trying to keep herself safe, keeping tabs on this person. So I'm sure she has to check up on them every once in a while to make sure they're at a safe distance. But at a certain point, you have to realize you're now strangers. So would you have this animosity with someone else in your field who's just doing better than you?
Yeah.
It's hard, and you have to like remove yourself a lot, but. And it's just going to hurt yourself in the long run. It doesn't help anything.
Yeah.
And like Sushie said, are you upset that it's your ex? I'm sure that is the big part of it. But
are you upset that it's your ex, or are you upset that this person is just more successful than you?
Are you upset that it's not you? Yeah, well, like, exactly.
Yeah. And I definitely think that she needs to really think about that too. But I can definitely see the whole, like, this person really fucking hurt me. Like, not just mentally, but physically, and they're doing so well. Like, that's a huge blow to your self-esteem and your confidence when that happens. God, that sucks.
Yeah, it's a shitty situation, but I do think that overall it just comes down to, I feel bad because I don't want us to always say like, oh yeah, you know, therapy. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I know that, I mean, like, I can't fucking get therapy. I can't fucking afford therapy, you know? Like, so the majority of everyday people, fucking Joe Schmo people, don't have time to get therapy. They can't get therapy. I mean, fuck,
Well, They can't afford it.
Well, and there's also the fact that a buddy of mine recently got, who is roughly our age, recently got disability, is unable to work, right? But to get disability, he had to literally have somebody prove to the courts or whatever that there is not a job out there that's like a normal 9-to-5 job that will give you a day off to go to a fucking therapist. Well, when are therapists open? 9 to 5. How are you supposed to go if you're working a fucking job 9 to 5 and you don't get the time off to go? You know, like,
right.
It's not made, like, the world's not made for people who need therapy. And which is fucking everybody, really. Like, and it's one of those things like therapists close their fucking doors at 5 when everybody who needs them is fucking banging on those doors, but it doesn't matter. So
there's no like late night therapists. I mean, maybe there are, but
it's they're really not. You know, like, and jobs won't give you the time off. Like, oh, like you need to go to your therapy session. Okay, cool. Take off the day. You know, like that's not a thing that exists. So like.
And then you need the job to pay for the therapy because therapy is like $300 an hour.
Yeah, it's just the whole.
It's insane.
The whole system is like it's so fucking skewed. So like I feel bad like suggesting therapy, like not in the sense that like I think it's a bad thing, but it's just so unattainable for so many people. So I think like you know, yeah, if it's a possibility, absolutely. If you could get it, go for it. But like assuming that you can't, it really just comes down to like, you know, talk this shit out with like a close friend or like try to talk out with yourself. Try to figure out what it is that's bothering you. Like what is this?
Right.
Get to that root and go, okay, why is this bothering me? And you know, that's the best you can really do. Like in the conquer it and try to move on from it. Not just like, oh, just push it aside, but like really try to talk to yourself and figure out like why the fuck is this bothering me? But I thought it was, you know, it was a story that people could kind of relate to. So like,
absolutely.
We all have had people that we've seen get success that we didn't want to get success because of one reason or another.
Because we know that they're shitty people or whatever.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just one of those things. Like I thought it was a cool little dip.
I think that's one of the things they don't prepare you in like school for. Like there will be shitty people who will succeed, and there will be nothing you can do about it.
We could do like a full Wednesday episode about all the things they don't prepare you for in school. Like it is, but that is definitely a thing. Is you know we're all grown up, or we all grow up being told that you're going to be successful and like the good guys win
if you just work hard and you study.
Yeah, and
you
just
go to
apply
school,
yourself.
You're going to be successful.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you that really it's you can get into most things by just knowing somebody, and that like that's the majority of how you're going to get a job or anything or move up is knowing the right people or talking to the right people, and not for the fucking worth that you bring to a company. That you know like that shit doesn't fucking exist, and like you can really put yourself out there and try to like get noticed by the boss, and I'm doing all this extra hard work, and they're just gonna go, okay, well that's to be expected anyway. You should have been doing that. And like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
Dave is over here doing less than me, and he's getting the same pay. So why am I doing more? You know, like we're in the same
Dave's
field.
Getting more money.
Or Dave's getting more money. Period.
Exactly. it's a very fucking stupid system, and you know, it is a shame that schools don't really prepare people for this. I mean, honestly, just talking about that, like schools don't prepare people, which you don't even think about this really. Schools do not prepare human beings for relationships at all. There is no
like any type of relationships.
Whether it's friendships or romantic relationships, schools do nothing. In fact, there's no preparation for that anywhere in the fucking world. We all just kind of fucking have to figure it out. Which for relationships can be a fucking scary thing because way too many people end up in their first relationship ends up terribly abusive because they go into it not knowing anything. And you know, it's just this
consent wise, you mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, like I'm saying not knowing anything because they assume this is how relationships are. Oh, this person's being shitty to me. Oh, well, they said they love me. That means that it cancels everything out.
That's
you know,
a good point.
There's no education on how to deal with abusers or relationships. And yet
gaslighting, like signs to look out for that aren't like just things that are red flags.
Yeah, which is what to
be on the lookout for.
Yeah, and it's fascinating because that's like such a huge part of human nature and our culture as fucking human beings. are relationships, you know? Like, everywhere in the
Right.
world, people are forming relationships, getting married or having kids or adopting or whatever the fuck. But, like, we just fucking gloss over that and ignore that, and school's only supposed to prepare you for the workforce. You know, like, it's
Yeah.
like... It's just, so then you have people who are in their fucking 20s who don't know anything, and we all end up in a fucking shitty, abusive relationship or get cheated on or whatever.
Or high school is literally just there to prepare you for college, and then if you don't go to college, you're just kind of fucked, right? Or they prepare you for college, and then you get to college, and it's nothing like what they fucking prepared you for.
Yeah,
Right.
like,
And you have to figure that out,
And you have to figure that out.
yeah, it is a weird fucking system to think about because it ultimately doesn't amount to fucking anything. I think the one class that, like, when I think about, like, high school, the one class that, like, actually prepared me for, like, modern day was, like, a personal finance class that taught you how to, like, balance a checkbook. And now people don't fucking use
And
checkbooks.
AJ, most schools don't have that. I had that too, but most schools don't.
And that was an elective. That wasn't like
Right.
That was an optional class to
You
take.
have electives in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
In New York, you definitely do. In
Yeah.
New York, high schools are like college.
That's how that's how they were for us in Ohio. They were like,
Yeah, you have to apply to them and everything.
oh, we don't have to apply. Huh? That's fucking.
Yeah.
That's a whole.
You have to apply.
We're not that bougie.
I mean, they're public too.
You
but
had to-
yeah,
you
they're-
had to
they're
apply
different. You have
with
like
your-
majors and everything.
And to apply with your coconut water.
Absolutely.
If you don't have enough coconut water, you can't go.
If you don't send in
cannot
if you don't send in the
sit at the
application on a
table.
Mac, they don't want you.
Yeah.
They,
No, definitely not.
They go, oh shit, you wrote this out in fucking a text document. Get his ass out of here.
But that's a very interesting and valid point you bring up. Like, I also had like a personal finance class, but I think it was actually a civics class, if I remember correctly, and the teacher was just teaching us how credit cards work and stuff. And I know that's not normal. Like, we should be taught how credit cards work, 401ks, how savings plans work, healthcare savings,
Yeah.
how to do your taxes. Why is that not taught in high school? Just living, being an adult.
The fact that, like, especially taxes, right? Taxes aren't taught, and it's fucking, if you don't do them, then you get
You go
thrown
to
in
jail.
jail. Like, which is, you know,
Like, is that for real? I'm gonna get a tax lien, but no one taught me how to do it.
yeah, like it's a very stupid system. And at the same time, even with the personal finance, right? Like, I barely took that class seriously because in high school, most kids in the area, there were kids who had jobs. Most of us didn't have fucking jobs because people didn't have cars to get to the job or whatever the fuck. So it's just kids went to school, but like it's a lot like nobody had a checkbook to balance. So it's like, okay, well, you know, this is all information that's good information, but it's also not relevant to where we're at in our own life. You know, it's just a weird thing. Like, and I feel like if you were gonna do something like that, you need to have like a fucking mock class. It's like the whole year is like, oh, you're doing this job and you're getting paid, and you know you can buy shit, but like don't fucking overspend, or you know, like you have to like really invest in it to get people to like really fucking absorb that information. We are so far off from where this fucking relationships happened.
I know.
But, you know, that's a mini-sode for you. Like, we're going to fucking ramble on about other things. But
Or a regular,
this was
so
good.
you know, that's just how we do.
Yeah.
This was good.
I think it was good. You know, just to bring it all back into a full circle thing here. This kind of stuff, it is very unfortunate that it's not taught, especially like how to deal with relationships. It is very unfortunate that we're all going to see somebody succeed when they shouldn't. I mean, could make a big statement right now. Let me just pretend I'm gesturing at everything right now. Just a big.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it, but I'm just gesturing at the world.
At the whole wide world.
Yeah. But, you know, it's just one of those things. It's not wrong to feel this way, I guess is the best way to put it. You know, like, it's not bad. It's not wrong of you to be upset that you're seeing an abusive ex.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah. Your feelings are valid.
your feelings are valid, yes.
Your FeFes, they're valid.
Yeah, but
Right.
at the same time, you should definitely work towards figuring out why it's bothering you and try to move past it. Because just because it's valid doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think that's all I got on that topic. You guys got any like little special caveats you want to put in there? Like, you got any like bougie New York like caveats to put on there? Like, yeah,
Bougie New York.
and don't walk down
caveat.
Fifth Avenue without shoes on. That you get touched. I don't know. What do they do in New York? I don't know.
What? Guys, fucking help. Someone rescue me.
Look. He's attached to you, and so this is my getaway.
Don't walk down Fifth Avenue, or you get
Lice?
Lice, yeah. Them New York lice, they jump out of the sewers and they're as big as rats.
God, please stop.
Is that what I sound like to you guys? Is that how I talk?
Not at all.
Yeah, when you speak, all I hear is Andrew Dice Clay.
Yo, hickory dickory dock. Listen, he's a hometown hero, okay?
Alrighty, well, we will see you guys this coming Wednesday for a full-on episode. And, do the thing. Follow us everywhere. Thanks for listening, and do all the bullshit that we always tell you to do. Keep doing it.
Yo.
It's over here. I gotta hit the stop button.
Thanksgiving story so we can make a festive episode.
Yeah.
Send us Thanksgiving stories.
Send us all your crema anxieties.
Yeah, lots of crema.
And tell us, I'll say this for that full episode. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.